Welcome to the Foreigner in the Philippines. Good morning. This is our second day here in Cebu. Yesterday it's a long day. We came inside to the hospital around 9:30, and then we came out around 6 o'clock in the night. So we'll have a lot of process yesterday. We talked to the surgical resident about the conditions of Nisa and possible the operations will be conducted if Nisa is cleared when it comes to the laboratory. When she is physically fit, the operations will be scheduled in the second week of January. But before it happens, Nisa should be cleared in the internal medicines. The doctors of the IM, the internal medicines, should be cleared Nisa that she is physically fit. So the surgical resident introduced us to the IM department. So he referred us. So the internal medicines give us a lot of laboratory examinations and X-ray. So the doctor ordered laboratory, the creatinine, the hemoglobin, the calcium, the potassium, the sputum, and X-ray, and what's that other one? Is ECG. So it's a long day process, So I asked the doctor because we just found out that Nisa was been admitted before in Vicente Soto, and she was been having a treatment for tuberculosis for 3 months. And the doctor, the IM resident, just tell us that supposedly that tuberculosis treatment, supposedly it should be 9 months. But because Nisa just take the medicines for 3 months, instead of curing the virus or the virus, right? It didn't cure and it goes to the bones. So that's why the bones who been affected by the tuberculosis become very weak and fragile, and it crack out. So that's the reason why it becomes tuberculosis of the bones. So that's how it is. So we just found out also at the end of the day that her hemoglobin is very low. Supposedly it's between 12 to 16, between that portion, but her hemoglobin is just around 4.5 or 4.6. So I go back to the other doctor for some referral, what's the reason, what are the other options. So the doctor that we talk, it's a girl doctor, it's a woman. She says that come back tomorrow because your doctor will be the one to explain to you what would be the possible output, because once the hemoglobin is very low, it's not advisable for operations. So I asked the doctor, so what would be the possible, just a little idea, doc. And the doctor says possible she will be what do you call it, blood transfusion. Yeah, so that he will be a lot of blood before the operations. But the final say would be today, whether she will be the operations will be conducted, or she will be taking some medications for TB for another few months before the operations will be conducted. So yesterday it's a long day because we need, one of the requirements for the charity is there are some documents from the barangay officials, and also some written documents from me, and also the donors of the blood. So I talk a lot of guards if they have somebody knows that have willing to donate blood, and I'll just pay, because that's the system there. If you want to donate a blood, you should pay the person that donated, because it's like selling your blood to that person. So at first, I contacted Golyong, and then Golyong says, I cannot donate because I
Who is Golyong?
My brother, because he has a tattoo and it's not allowed. So he has a friend, he bring a friend to the hospital, and we thought it's okay, that's good. But then we just realized that friend has a history of drugs, so there's still drugs in his system. So he's not allowed to donate. So I says to myself, okay, I'll just donate myself, just to clear it out, all the hassle, all the waiting time. So I says to the medtech there, can I just donate myself? And she said, yes ma'am, you can donate. So I'll go, he bring me to the, what do you call it, the weigh-in.
Yeah.
If you're allowed, if your weight is allowed under minimum. And sad to say, I'm just 48.5 kilos. You know, and it should be 50 kilos above if you're a woman. So just that's how it is. So I talked to the guard. There, and he says, "Okay, ma'am. Once I'm off duty, I'll go, because they're not allowed. Even if you're an employee there, their system is, if you're an employee and you want to donate blood, you should be in your off, after your duty hours. So I'll pay 2,000 pesos." So now is by 2 o'clock this afternoon, because charity patients, the doctor will only cater by afternoon, because their main priority is those patients that is not charity this morning. So we will go back this afternoon to find out more updates, what's their advice. So again, let's hope that we can come home tonight. So more updates. Thank you, and